Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I really want to talk about some of the best purchases that I have made in my 20s, but I feel like recently I have been showing you guys so many purchases I have done, like the hauls and like the fashion stuff. I feel like it's very important to not like become an impulsive buyer and just buy everything you see that you like and end up in debt. So I thought this would be a very fun video to make. I was looking at some of the videos that Shelby Church did and Monica Church did, so I thought this would be very fun. So I will also link Monica's videos down below because she wrote about, she did a video about 7 best purchases she made in her 20s. So I'm gonna start doing mine right now. The first item I would talk about is actually my camera, which is I'm using right now. I got this like last year, and I think I just like paid it off recently. It's Canon G7X. I really like this camera. It was an expensive camera actually. I think it was like close to 700 bucks. So it's pretty pricey, but I think not just for YouTuber, I think for most people, if you want to like take good pictures, but also don't want to spend like thousands of bucks. So this is one of the items that I would recommend buying it. It's pretty small, so you can fit in your pocket. It's very convenient to take it anywhere. It takes really good photos and also videos as well. It's not really like other big Canons that like you can really do the focus adjustment and everything. It's kind of like point and shoot. You can do like few minor adjustments, but not that much. But I would totally say that this was one of the best purchases I made, because I remember when I was buying this, I was kind of skeptical about the price, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of expensive, I'm not sure about this. But I think this was the best purchase I have made, because ever since I bought it, I have been using it almost every single time I make videos, or sometimes even the pictures, because I cannot take my big camera with me. It's just very hard to carry the big camera, especially when I'm going to school and there are other places. It's just very difficult when I have my laptop with me as well, because it gets super heavy. Second one, I feel like some of you might say this is like a dumbest purchase, but I thought this was like one of the best purchases I have made, because I want to say that like a lot of us, when we look at the designer clothes, or when we see designer or something super expensive, we're like, wow, I wish I had that, or something like that. Like you always have that idea, because it's like super pricey. I remember I had the same thought when I saw the Yeezy shoes. I always wanted to have one. It just, I don't know, it was just really stuck in my head that like everyone was having it and like I didn't have it. It just really looked cool and I really wanted to have it. So recently, I think it was like 2 months ago, I got my first Yeezys. It's Yeezy Boost 700, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so these were the shoes I bought. So this is not the newest one, because the newest one has like the orange lines in here, but this one is just plain. So this is Yeezy Boost 700. Yeah, definitely, I still think that it was the best purchase I have ever made. Like now I kind of like done with the hype. Maybe I would buy one more, but I'm not quite sure. But I think I just kind of like done with it, because I feel like before I was always so obsessed with it that like, oh my god, Yeezys, Yeezys. Now I'm just kind of like, oh okay, like cool. Like I don't have to like buy Yeezys all the time. I do understand the hype about it though, because it's like, it looks really nice on your feet. It's super comfortable. Nothing like I have ever experienced with other shoes. So definitely worth the $595 I have spent on it. The purchase I want to talk about is actually my driver's license. Not like exactly driver's license buying it, it's more like my driving course and like driving school, because a lot of you guys know I live in New York City. So in New York City, a lot of people don't get driver's licenses because it's like, I really don't have to drive. Like there's, you know, transportation everywhere. There's a bus, there's a train. I mean, you can use Uber, Lyft, or Via. Like there's so many choices. But I feel like when you travel, as I started traveling more, I realized that like you should always have it just in case, because you never know what situation you're going to be in. And especially if you travel in different places, like South or like even California, there are a lot of the times you have to drive. And like Lyft and other services is going to be super pricey. So I feel like it's always good to have a backup just in case that you have the thought, and like if you need it, you can drive and go some places and rent a car. So this was definitely a big purchase, even bigger than my shoes. So I'm gonna say it, I mean, this is not like saying it to like advertise the company. It was a really good company, but they were also pricey. But again, it's New York City. So I remember I paid at the time $65 for an hour of driving. So I think I spent spent 20 or 25 hours of driving, because they said like I wasn't that bad, so I didn't really need too much training. So I think took only 2 months to do like whole thing. Then there's also like 5-hour pre-licensing course, which is like another $40. So I think the total package, it might sound a little crazy, so it's about $1,600. So I mean, exact amount is like $1,690. So that's the amount I have paid for the whole driving course, and I got my license and everything. So I think it was the best purchase I've ever made in my life. So I'm so happy that I got my license, that now I can drive and go places when I travel. So I not regret it at all. So I honestly think that it's worth every penny that I spent for that course. Kind of connected to what I was talking about before. Before I wasn't really traveling that much, but this year, well, end of last year and this year, I have been traveling more often, and this was honestly the best thing I have ever done. I know sometimes traveling gets really expensive and crazy in terms of flights and the hotels, but I feel like yes, you can find deals and everything, but the experience you get from it, I feel like you cannot really compare with anything. Obviously there are so many factors that matters, like the good hotel or the company that you are with, but I think that the place and like experiencing new things, new people, food, I just think that it's an experience that you will never get it, and like it's just kind of like worth everything. Last one, this is mostly probably maybe in my case, or people who are looking into it, the gym membership, I would say, because my gym is not that cheap, so I think I pay close to $90 or so. It's a student membership, but it has all the equipment I want, and it has the showers and towel service and everything. It has a pool that, because I used to swim competitively, so I can swim on my time. I think it's really important to invest on yourself, and because I think every single time I work out or swim and everything, it really helps me to relax. And it's not just about working on myself, it's more also about like just stress relieving. It's a very good stress reliever for me, being active and doing certain things, because sometimes I feel like there's so many things going in my head, especially in New York City. I feel like there's all the time you're doing something, just school, work, I don't know, trying to hang out with friends, and like there's just so many things that like you always have to think about. But when I go to gym, it's just kind of like I am putting a stop to it and like just taking a pause a little bit, and just I'm kind of like in my own mode and doing my own thing. I just think that's like that's the place, like it's like my safe place, and I just love that I have that. It doesn't matter how much money I'm spending on it, it's totally worth it. Like every time I work out afterwards, even though I feel super tired, but I feel very accomplished. This was 5 best purchases I have made in my 20s. So I hope this helped you guys in terms of some of the purchases that you guys made or things that you're going to make. One thing I would say, I know Monica also said this too, but I'm not saying this to repeat her, but like I feel like that's kind of like proves her point too. I feel like as you grow older, because now I'm 24, I'm realizing that there are some of the things we pay for, it's worth to pay more money to get quality things, or the things that you think will last for a while. It's just very important that like not just think about the price all the time. I know I'm not saying to put you in debt, but sometimes it's important to maybe save more money to get better thing, because at the end of the day, when you look back, you're gonna be like, wow, if I just saved a little more money, I could have got the better one, and that could have been totally worth the weight and the money that you will save for. Anyways, yeah, I hope this helped you guys out, and like share some of your thoughts that if you made any purchases that you think that are the best purchases or even your dumbest purchases. I would love to hear.